Mr. Do Nothing by Rob Stebbins. Mr. Do Nothing loved being in charge of projects, particularly ones where he didn't have to do very much. If he could avoid doing actual work but still look busy, he was in his element. The whole project was in trouble. It was 6 weeks late. The budget had been spent and the team were working hard every day. But despite all their effort, the whole was growing far more slowly than anyone expected. The manager was worried. "We need help," he said. "We need someone who can think strategically." So he called Mr. Do Nothing. Mr. Do Nothing arrived carrying a clipboard and a very serious expression. Mr. Do Nothing decided it would be a good idea to visit the work site. He walked slowly around the hole. He nodded thoughtfully. He made several notes. Nobody could see that his notes simply said, "Hole, still a hole, large hole." He noticed that one person was digging the hole. Mr. Busy was busy digging the hole, and Mr. Project Manager was casually observing. Mr. Quality Assurance was checking the hole was of the right depth and breadth. Mr. Do Nothing watched them all carefully. Because he never actually did any work himself, he had plenty of time to observe the other people working. For 3 days he stood beside the hole. Occasionally he would say things like, "We need to challenge our assumptions," or "Let's think outside the excavation," or "We should focus on digging smarter, not harder." Nobody knew what any of this meant, but it sounded important. It never occurred to Mr. Do Nothing to pick up a spade and help. Finally, on the 4th day, Mr. Do Nothing gathered everyone together. The team leaned forward eagerly. He pointed at Mr. Busy. "I believe I've identified the root cause," the crowd gasped. "The problem," said Mr. Do Nothing, "is that Mr. Busy needs a bigger spade." There was a silence. Then the manager's eyes widened. "Amazing," Mr. Clever nodded. "Why didn't we think of that?" Mr. Helpful started a round of applause. Even Mr. Busy wondered if perhaps he really did need a bigger spade after all. Therefore, a bigger spade program was launched immediately. There were meetings about bigger spades, reports about bigger spades, workshops about bigger spades, and a steering committee for bigger spades. There was a roadmap for bigger spades and a quarterly review of bigger spade progress. 6 months later, the hole was still late. Nobody had actually received a bigger spade. People started to question, what is a spade anyway? People got confused about the work. At the annual company awards, the manager stood proudly on stage. "This year's Strategic Excellence Award goes to the man who transformed how we think about digging." The audience erupted with applause. Mr. Do Nothing smiled modestly and accepted the trophy. As he walked off the stage, the manager whispered, "We have a new role for you." Mr. Do Nothing looked surprised. "What is it?" The manager beamed. "Director of Excavation Excellence." And from that day forward, Mr. Do Nothing spent even less time helping and even more time advising. His first recommendation in this new role? "I think people digging the second hole need a bigger spade."